Retired, of course, from a congressman. Alan, first to Iran, we want to, keep up the pressure. We want to keep up the pressure with North Korea. We want to keep up the pressure with these refugees. But we're kind of 0 for 3, that is, Republicans say, with an administration that doesn't want to get too tough. Yet, in light of the capture of these 10 Navy sailors yesterday, this is some pictures that are coming in when they were apprehended by the Iranians, that's getting Americans angry all over again. What do you make of this?
Well, it's absolutely right, Neil. It's good to be with you. And you remember when we heard about this Iranian nuclear deal, we were told that at any type of violations or provocations, there would be immediate snapback sanctions. Well, now we know that that was a false narrative. There's no such thing as snapback sanctions. And the Iranians know this. The Iranians know that no matter what they do with the ballistic missiles test, which was not supposed to happen for 8 years, or even the boarding and seizure of our 2 Navy vessels, there is no response that's going to come from this administration. And so the Iranians, with the release of this video, with our sailors kneeling on these riverine assault boats with their hands above their heads in the position of surrender, now they have an incredible high ground, and we're not doing anything about it from this administration's perspective. And we know that we just recently had a drone.
You know what's weird about it, but what's weird about it, Alan, is it did have a USS Pueblo field in the late 60s when the Koreans had captured one of our ships and held those guys for months. Yeah. I guess this was settled very quickly. They were released. We don't know under what conditions they were settled. We told that there were no apologies, but that we have apparently admitted to getting in that space. I don't know what the details are, but if we did wander in there, are the Iranians justified doing what they did?
Well, these are the questions that I have. I find it unconscionable that both of the engines on both of these boats broke down. If that were the case, they should have issued a Mayday warning, and they should have had aerial coverage to make sure that they were not approached by any Iranian vessels. And then we also need to ask ourselves, what is the rules of engagement that these sailors had? Because I don't think it was necessary for them to allow themselves to be boarded by another nation and to be put in that type of position. And the most important concern that I have is Iran held those 2 riverine assault craft for a little over 24 hours. What type of technology did they exploit? What type of lessons did they learn from our equipment on there, to include our satellite communications? Because that is an even greater danger and threat as we move forward.
All right. Always good seeing you, Colonel. Thank you very, very much.
Thanks. Thank you, Neil.
Alan West. All right. In the meantime, we've been